You probably noticed in the grocery store, egg prices on the rise despite campaign promises to bring those prices down. Good evening. I'm Matt Mulcahy.
And I'm Megan Coleman. One of the driving factors in the price surge is this year's bird flu outbreak. Influenza in birds is very different from human seasonal flu virus. Bird flu spreads from wild water birds and infects poultry and other small animals. The current bird flu, H5, is spreading worldwide and causing outbreaks in U.S. poultry and dairy cows. In rare cases, human infection. The current public health risk is low, but outbreaks in poultry require depopulation of infected flocks. With fewer chickens, there's less supply of eggs.
Now, eggs are one of the most versatile foods on the market out there. They are a staple in everything from baking a cake to batters to maybe even your favorite omelet. But the recent spike is forcing restaurants to pass on the cost to the customers and people to cut out eggs altogether in some cases. Our Nicole Lafiandra is live in Syracuse with more on this tonight. Nicole?
Well, Matt and Megan, when you look at the average American grocery list, that short list, eggs are usually on that list. Now, one of these just 5 years ago would have been less than $1. A full carton now is more than $7. Now, the experts are saying it's a simple supply and demand problem. It's no secret restaurants rely on eggs. That includes one of the bakeries here in Syracuse.
For us as a bakery, baking is a science, so eggs provide one essential component to certain recipes.
Even as little as a year ago, eggs were $2.92 a dozen. You can blame the jump to $7 on the avian flu.
These outbreaks have been sporadic throughout the United States. Every state's seen it. New York's starting to see it. And so there's a correlation. When you see these outbreaks, then you see usually a jump in egg prices probably within a week.
That jump in prices has every egg eater in business hoping the spike will end soon.
The hope is when prices will come down probably is April, May. So once we get into the summer months, absolutely there should. That's normally what we see with this type of a virus, that it eventually fades out in the summer. If your key ingredients, eggs, and prices go up, you've got to do something. Either you're going to raise prices or you're going to add a surcharge, or you're going to absorb that cost.
Places like Sweet Praxis in downtown Syracuse have no choice but to adapt or play the waiting game.
Currently, we're just starting to see the ramifications of the price increase. The first phase of it recently, we've been struggling to see consistent pricing with our vendors, and some weeks our vendors haven't even had supplies.
As for the advice Dr. Penfield gave on prices, hang on tight.
For now, I think you got to hold on to your seats. I think, again, we're in uncharted waters with egg prices. I assume that they'll probably go up more in the next 2 months.
Now, if you are a business, that is one battle. But if you're taking one of these boys home from the supermarket, it might be time to start looking at more local vendors to get some of those lower prices and some relief, at least partially, in your grocery budget. Live in Liverpool, I'm Nicole Lafiandra.